Leo, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is a message for Leo, sun, moon, and rising signs. So if you know that you're not a Leo sun, but you've been called to this message, it showed up in your feed, it's for you. There could be Leo placements in your charts that are being triggered right now that you don't even realize. So this reading shows up to you at exactly the right time. And this is where your message begins. We have Cancerian energy again. Cancerian energy is all over the place right now. Clear out the clutter. I love this card. There's something here you got to let go of. There's something here you got to release. There's something here that you can actually physically release, Leo, in order to move on. It's saying you're ready. You're ready to let go of this. It's not even like, oh, rip it out of my hands. It's a, no, this is the time. Right? So it's getting in your way. And when this card shows up, you can physically help to induce change in you spiritually and emotionally by taking stuff, like actual stuff that's been building up in your garage, in your closet, in your attic, in your car, in your trunk, in your back seat. Get rid of it. It's time to get rid of it. And that will actually, not just symbolically, but energetically start to move that energy around so that you can get rid of the emotional crap too. Because you're ready. You're not a tadpole anymore. You don't need to be so glued to whatever this comfort zone, this emotional comfort zone. We'll consider the water as a metaphor for emotions. This emotional comfort zone of yours, you don't need to be glued there anymore. You don't need to be stuck there. You're ready. So clear out the clutter. Start with the physical stuff. Especially if this is like, relationship related. I don't even care if it's with your mom or your dad or somebody that you just have an emotional relationship with. Get rid of their t-shirts. Get rid of their jackets. Get rid of that, old scrunchie you still wear around your wrist. Get rid of the perfume bottle or that clothing that still smells like them. It's time. You gotta let go because something else wants to come into you and your hands have to be free for the new stuff to come in. And if you're carrying all the old crap, Leo, you're gonna miss out. So let's keep moving forward into the rest of the reading. Remember, as I split the deck, Leo, whatever comes out, I'm gonna leave it where it lay. That's part of my process. If you'd like a personal reading, I provide those. There's a couple of different options on my website, so please check out my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com, and you can book and schedule right now at your earliest convenience. Whatever day you book, you're going to receive your message within 24 hours earlier if I can get them to you, because I know you guys want your answers. I'm happy to get them for you as quick as possible. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. Welcome if you're brand new. I do live readings here, public readings for the public. And so if you'd like to participate in those, don't forget to select all notifications so that you'll know when I go live. And we're almost there. I'm going to finish splitting the deck. Okay. And then you're going to hear a little chime, just an FYI. As I cleanse the energy, I'm going to use a sound bowl to cleanse the energy. Oh, that came out. Okay. Leo. There's a great divide here, so you're divided. Do you see? Yeah, you can see. You're divided between the past and the future. There's something splitting your attention, and guess what? The past doesn't exist anymore. It's a fantasy. We never remember things the way that they are. I know we have dates, times, and places, and historical facts, and all that stuff, but Leo, what God wants for you is in the future. And holding on to the past is keeping you from it. And this is all tidy, right? This is all nicely, neatly packaged. And this is kind of wonky. Let's see what this is. The abundant universe will provide. So at one point you had everything you wanted, or whatever this thing was in the past. It was what you had, everything you ever wanted. It was, and take the lead. It was what you wanted. It made you feel important. It made you feel significant. It made you feel like, you know, it made you feel like the crown on your head. It made you feel like, oh, it's almost like status symbols. It made you feel like what you really are, which is not something that you have to try to be or be validated by. There's something here that just had that gravitas, that status symbol that attached to it, that even though maybe you didn't even realize this was happening, it made you feel important. And you didn't need it to feel important, but it made you feel important. So what's coming out in the future? Think on your feet, and slow and steady wins the race. Much more complicated energy, because this is surprising energy. This is Sagittarius energy. It's expansive. It's growing, right? This is Taurus energy. And this is really ethereal energy. So this is a very significant time in your life when you thought everything was working out. We were all good. And now things are growing and expanding, and they're challenging you. And then we have more Cancerian energy, very evolved Cancerian energy. Slow and steady wins the race. I take my home wherever I go. It's much more independent. It's much more free. It's much more liberated. And it takes a lot more faith to live in this energy. But I got to tell you, this is very fluid energy. Emotional, I mean, this is beautiful energy too, but both of them were beautiful energy. It's not like, but I can understand why maybe whatever you're headed toward, you are ready for it. That's what turtle it means. It's like, I'm good. I got this. But there's still a sense of improv. There's still a sense of what you have to learn. There's still a sense of playfulness. It's time to play. It's time to kind of like, I guess, loosen the belt a little bit, loosen up. I don't know, but let's get deeper into what this message is. I'm going to do the 7-day play-by-play. I'm going to draw the conclusion, or day 7 first, and then we're going to see how we lead up to it. All right, you ready? Day 1 or step 1, whatever, however you want to interact with it, that's fine. Taking a chance, going for it. We have Knight of Wands, going towards something, only thinking. The Knight of Wands is a little bit impulsive, true, but it's also, it's an energy of just forward, moving forward, only thinking of what's ahead of you and deciding to take the risk and deciding to take the chance. This can be kind of fuckboy energy. It can be being a little bit randy dandy. The devil may care. It could be. But it's also a sense of being courageous and being brave and being willing to improvise as you go. So what about day 2? Feeling really good about something. This could be you. It's almost like you're psyched about an opportunity, but it's like teenager mentality. That's what the Knight is. It's like teenager mentality. Oh, now we have fear. Now we have restriction. We have the devil. Addiction. So, Leo, let's just get this, let's let the cat out of the bag. There are addictions here. there are attachments, there are toxicities. There's a toxic way of talking to yourself, this sense of making sense out of staying stuck into something that maybe you jumped into, maybe it was a lot of pleasure. These are a lot of pleasures, and now maybe you're stuck with it or stuck on it. Let's get some clarification on this devil energy. Maybe, yeah, let's get some clarification. What else wants to come out with the devil? It's almost like in some ways you're having to confront what's hard for you to stop. What's maybe an attraction or somebody you're attracted to or something that you want. There could also just be a lot of fears. But then we have moving away and trying to fix them. So that's really good. It's actually just like finding a way out of what's making you stuck. That's really beautiful. This is that energy of like, it's almost like I'm taking a leap of faith in this direction away from my fear. It feels uncomfortable. It feels weird. It is scary, but ultimately it is my way out. It is my direction out. It's different than what I've done before. It's definitely a little bit of a risk or a chance that I'm taking. But what this is telling me is you're ready for something different. Even though whatever you had was really difficult for you to let go. I love that. There's your courage. Follow your courage. You could be talking to somebody, or this would be like a social network. It doesn't have to be social media, but something like a social network, or talking to friends, or friends are connecting you with these people. This sense of going with the flow and trusting this process in this new direction. And then we have day 3 or step 3, however you want to look at it. We have the Magician. So finding your power, finding your strength, finding your abilities and your ability to make something out of nothing and create, your ability to create. And then we have Aries energy. So deciding to move forward independent. This is very creative energy, taking action, fighting for something, finding a way to fight for something, or finding strength in some ways in your inner warrior. This sense of, I found it again. And then this is a really interesting energy of somebody who's a little bit plainer, somebody who's a little bit more conservative, and that maybe they have something about them that's consistent and resilient. This could be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. This is an exciting energy for you because it's a different energy from you. It's a different kind of challenge. I could say that. This could also mean taking responsibility for your finances. You know, taking that kind of bull by the horn when it comes to financials, managing things, doing something more managerial. But it seems like there's virility here, like you're trying to make something work. You're trying to make something work with this kind of pedantic, scheduled, very earthbound energy. Maybe it's a person. I don't know. Could be a new love affair. I don't know. Let's see. Leo. Day 4. So we have 3 of Pentacles here, which is people are starting to notice your work, or you're doing a really good job, or your work getting noticed. Yeah, new opportunity. It could be a new opportunity at work or new opportunity at a project, but people are starting to take notice, like, or you've been given a new, like, or you're interested in something new, or you've been inspired in a new direction. That you're going to be really, really good at, or because people have said or noticed that you're really good at something, there's a sense of you've earned this new chance. It's almost like in some ways you've earned a new audience. Does that make sense to you guys? If it does, leave the comments below. It's like you've earned a new audience somehow, Leo. Sound good to you? It's almost like in a way, different people, because you're moving in a different direction, different people are going to be starting to be attracted to you. And I don't necessarily mean sexual attraction. I just mean like, yeah. So then we have, this is in reverse. So this is jumping into something, being spontaneous, maybe being a little irrational, something's not balanced, something's not working out. This is that Sagittarius energy where things are unexpected, or maybe things aren't expanding, not finding that things are a little bit unstable here with this card in reverse. Why? Because of confusion. It's almost like you don't necessarily see potential in something, at least not now, or there's confusion here with regards to the situation itself is confusing you somehow. The situation itself kind of poses its own challenges because maybe there's different options, or there's a lot of distractions, or you really don't know which direction to go. This could be something new for you. So how do we work with that energy for Leo, please? The Moon card, this is Piscean energy. This is almost energy where you have to allow the amorphous. It's much more creative energy. It's much more fluid energy. It's much more emotional energy. So stop trying to make sense out of it and just honor it. And you'll deal with it a lot better. Could have been something that started over this new moon, right? Not too long ago. Okay. What about day 5? Oh, lordy, lordy. You know, this is in reverse. What is that about? I don't like that. No, it's upright. It just fell off the table. This is deciding a new direction. This is legitimately strategizing, logistically moving forward, making it a mental decision, or taking counsel somehow, taking advice on somebody who could plot this way, plot this direction out for you. Clarify. Clarify for Leo, please. What do you mean? Where are we going? The Tower is here. It's almost like you can already see something's coming, like something's got to end, knowing it's about to fall apart. And this is Aquarius energy. It's kind of your wish come true that it all fall down, that it all crumble. Because the truth of it is, maybe something doesn't deserve to keep going. Or it's a shock to you that you're finding what you want in the process of everything crumbling. Please clarify, God, though. You're going to find something that you wanted in a situation where you never expected to find anything at all. Thank you. That's day 6. Like what? I know, that's such a petty question. Like what? The Chariot. Cancerian energy. Maybe a Cancer or family or a way forward. New direction. Let's grab a Moon card before we head into the 7th day. We got to get Moon card. Your commitment is being tested. Okay. You're only halfway there. I almost felt like maybe you were holding on to something because you almost felt like you needed to be loyal to it. But there's something that here that was testing you, and maybe there was this energy of, is this really worth it anymore? I want to keep going. I have a goal, but am I using the right tools for this goal? And so do I drop the goal, or do I allow myself to change the tools and change the people that I'm associating with? Interesting question. Let's go over to the extended reading, my friends. I love you so much. The link is down below in the description box. We're going to finish out day 7, which is a little bit contemplative with the 4 of Cups showing to me. We'll figure out what that means, and I will see you guys over there. Link is down below and pinned to the top of the comment section.